Once upon a time, in a faraway kingdom, there lived a beautiful girl named Cinderella. She had the happiest family one could imagine. Her father was a wealthy merchant, and her mother was a gentle noblewoman. Cinderella was raised like a princess, blessed with the kindest nature. However, when Cinderella turned 7, misfortune struck. Her mother fell gravely ill and passed away soon after. On her deathbed, she called Cinderella to her side and left her with her final wishes. With her family by her side, Cinderella's mother departed from this world. As time went by, Cinderella grew into the most beautiful girl in the town. When she turned 18, her father, with her consent, married a new wife. But this marked the beginning of Cinderella's tragic fate. Laura and Ella, the two sisters her stepmother brought along, started tormenting Cinderella from the moment they met. The stepmother herself was a cruel woman, skilled at deception. As soon as Cinderella's merchant father left on a trip, the mean-spirited trio revealed their true colors. They not only banished Cinderella to a filthy attic, forcing her to share her days with mice, but also frequently treated her like a servant. However, the sensible Cinderella endured their mistreatment to avoid troubling her father. Her only daily hope was to reunite with her father soon, but fate was exceptionally cruel to her. Just a month after her father left home, a messenger brought the devastating news of his death. Cinderella realized she had become a complete orphan. Her father's sudden demise left the family without financial support, forcing them to cut expenses. The stepmother dismissed the servants who had worked for them for decades, treating Cinderella as a slave instead. She not only had to handle all the housework, but also survived on leftovers for her single daily meal in the evening. Despite the hardships, kind-hearted Cinderella still cared for the adorable mice, her only friends. At night, she could only sleep by the fireplace for warmth. Before dawn, she had to get up to prepare breakfast for the family. Even then, she had to endure the mockery and sarcasm from her stepmother and stepsisters. One fateful night, seeing her sooty and disheveled appearance, Cinderella couldn't take it anymore. She rode a horse and frantically fled towards the forest. As if destined by fate, Cinderella encountered the prince who was out hunting. The prince was instantly captivated by Cinderella's beauty and grace. They spent a magical evening together at the royal ball, dancing until the clock struck midnight. As Cinderella hurried to leave before her step-family discovered her absence, she accidentally left behind a glass slipper on the palace steps. Determined to find the mysterious maiden who had stolen his heart, the prince declared that he would marry the girl whose foot fit the glass slipper. Cinderella's stepsisters tried in vain to force their feet into the delicate shoe. Meanwhile, Cinderella, locked in her attic by her wicked stepmother, but with help from her loyal mice friends, Cinderella escaped and presented herself to the prince. To everyone's amazement, the glass slipper fit her foot perfectly. The prince had found his true love at last. Cinderella and the prince were married in a magnificent wedding ceremony. She was free from her life of servitude, cherished for her kind heart and inner beauty.